All right, Haley's here with sport. Now, it looks like we're in for a tight finish at the cricket as the Black Caps chase what looks like a very improbable victory earlier in the day.
I know. Well, can they do it? We'll bring you the latest from Christchurch very soon. Plus, emotions were high after the Breakers sent the NBL final series to a decider in Sydney.
I'm good. Thanks, man.
What made the Kings coach storm out of this press conference? Kia ora e tiwi, and welcome to sport. The Australian NBL Grand Final Series is off to Game 5 in Sydney, with the Breakers and Kings locked at 2 games apiece. And the fireworks have already started, not even 20 minutes after last night's final hooter. And the two teams were already at each other as the countdown begins to Wednesday's big decider. Here's Guy Havelt.
Barry Brown Jr. ice cool today after dropping basketball bombs on the Sydney Kings last night. But as the Breakers departed for Sydney this afternoon, it's the post-match bombs from the Kings coach aimed at the match officials and the Breakers that have ignited the NBL finals.
Always tough to go out there and compete against 8. They were getting a lot. You know, at one point it was 11-2, I think, the foul count in the second half. No, after Matt Walsh's tweet, I knew exactly how tonight was going to get called, and it was called exactly as I planned it would.
This being that Matt Walsh tweet.
I think Chase is doing everything he can to give his team an edge, which I respect, which I expect. And I think last night he went in thinking, I'm going to really make some comments that are going to bring attention to the referees, and hopefully that gives us an edge in Game 5.
The Kings actually had 10 fouls called against them in the second half, the Breakers 7, the game count favouring the hosts by only 3 as well. But when questioned about physicality, Buford had had enough.
I'm good. Thanks, man.
His reaction labelled petulant, pathetic and sour, but obvious to others.
All that talk's just a bit of a chess match, really, between coaches.
I give him a little bit of credit that he's not doing anything else other than gamesmanship, because if this is the interpretation, then that's a very low level one.
Do you have a tweet sorted for Game 5?
No, I'm going to be quiet on Twitter. I'm going to be such a wreck.
It's unlikely he'll be quiet if the Breakers do win, though. Walsh's emotions clear to see after the Game 4 triumph. 2 more days of build-up as an already spicy final series goes to the wire. Guy Havelt, One News.